against every version of Ken. Now, I may not have done the due diligence thoroughly with Daigo versus the Guile matchup, but I will say this, I've seen plenty of NuckleDu versus Ken.
And NuckleDu, he puts Ken's away more times than not, to be quite honest with you. And I just love something that the players were talking about in the pre-show, with the fact that the Americas have so many tournaments every week, right? We're running like 5 to 6 tournaments almost on the daily. So because of that, NuckleDu has so much more tournament experience in this type of atmosphere, right? And MenaRD was touching about it. He was like, the pressure of these tournaments that allows you to kind of operate more normally, more comfortably in a position like this, whether it's Gamers8 or EVO or these big tournaments, like that experience really pays off.
One thing to credit Daigo with, however, despite being like the legend that we know him for, he had a little bit of a shaky start, I feel like, in his tournament career, but as it stands in Gamers8, he's been throwing a lot of people off guard with the way that he's been playing, and it's been so intimidating thus far. In fact, one of the biggest clips and highlights that we had was Daigo just walking up to somebody and throwing them down. So I kind of want to see what the strategy is going to be specifically for NuckleDu today. What form of Daigo will we experience? Will it be the NPC or the secret boss?
Yeah, and Daigo, we saw he had some trouble with JP in the winner's bracket, right? These characters that zone him out. He was really trying to be over-aggressive and just face roll to get in close and then make the Ken things happen. That's what he might try to do here, but he's got to be a little bit patient going up against the caliber of Guile that is NuckleDu.
Man, in full control. Speaking of, NuckleDu is throwing a bunch of booms thus far and slowly closing the gap. No, that's not going to correct in time,
Oh, no, bro. Yeah, that was a big mistake from NuckleDu. He tried the flash kick, but oh, wow. Speaking of walking up and chucking somebody, dude does that immediately after the Hadouken.
Oh, and his awareness for the anti-airs, using that kick is so good. But Daigo answering right back, the run up into the Shoryuken, getting right past that Sonic Boom. It's a great tactic too if you're predictable.
And I think that came right after the perfect parry too, so he had like less recovery frames, obviously. Oh my goodness, the Guile character guide. You see something? I'm holding down back. The OD flash kick is coming.
Oh, and he's the only time he had done that was a little bit prior to Shippuden Riot's not going to be enough damage, but it's always the last hit. What? You know what? Turn in-game commentary me on. I guarantee you he'll get it right 100% of the time. Me at the desk live, never.
Yo, the calculations from Daigo right there. Yeah, there wasn't many hits going into that, but I didn't think it was going to be enough either. The beast is so calculated, so clean. I love this from NuckleDu. Immediately switching up the anti-airs and then OD flash kicking the Dragon Lash. But again, you set up the Sonic Blade, run DP for the projectile invulnerability.
You absolutely have to.
So
ready for it. Setting up for the Sonic Booms as well. Daigo, full wall is going to back up a little bit. No, a little bit over-eager, just walking up into the Sonic Blade and the Sonic Cross, that is, actually.
Oh, yeah, again, try the drive rush and interrupt the Sonic Boom startup. This time he gets the perfect parry, again, allowing him to act a little bit quicker, threw off NuckleDu's timing on that crouch medium kick.
What are you going to do about this? No conversion off the low medium kick. The straight hit's going to let him live. NuckleDu could have had a little bit of, okay, I was going to say a little bigger of a conversion, but that's totally fine. Totally fine. Upside down kick to seal it out.
I love how even this set is starting though, man. Oh, whiff from NuckleDu. Daigo's going to be teaching real quick, bro.
Oh, here comes the loose, right? Oh, and the one time! He didn't have to guess at all.
I love that too, because honestly, that's a page out of the Japanese playbook from what I've seen in this game. A lot of time when they get thrown the first time, they immediately bet on the backdash.
That's right.
NuckleDu, wow, I love it. Oh, they did a hook, line, and sinker, baby. NuckleDu taking a strong lead here in round 3. Oh. Again, yeah, able to recover in time.
I thought we were about to enter the Matrix in a little bit.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I heard something like that for a second.
Yeah.
I was like, my man NuckleDu's taking me to the Shadow Realm. Trying to send Daigo there as well. The projectiles are up.
See all the parries? Oh, you're going to burnt out. Either way, it didn't matter. I was wondering, I'm like, yo, Daigo can't afford to miss any of these parries because he puts himself in burnout as a result. And, NuckleDu very much so knew that. Daigo was a little bit pensive. Goes up for the throw, putting him up 1-0 now. I think, Punk in the back might be sweating a little bit.
Oh, most definitely, right? Punk talked about it. Obviously, he wants his friend to get that bag, but Daigo will allow him to get a bigger bag more easily, according to him at the very least. Oh, and the OD flash kick again, get off me.
What a risk to take, too. NuckleDu not afraid to let it rip. Are you dead? Level 1, Sonic Hurricane, you got it.
Let's go, NuckleDu. Started off the second game strong as well, already putting a round on the board here. More than willing to spin the bar. Oh! Daigo with the slight hezzy walk up into the drive impact, baiting Du into that projectile. That was perfect timing.
Love the pressure after the Dragon Lash. Being plus frames. Oh, these show you can pass the Sonic Boom. He has the reactions. Counter hit stand fears. It could be a dark time for NuckleDu. I was gonna say nephew, but NuckleDu. Yeah, man.
Shout out to Robbie who put that in our head. Oh, we go the DDP to get through the
backdash again past the throw.
NuckleDu, these corner backdashes, he's been betting on them and they've been paying off big. Oh, just outside the range. He would have gotten juggle point off that drive rush anti-air as well. Oh yeah, the overhead immediately blocked. Mans has got the drive rush meter back as well. Oh, the perfect parries from Daigo have been on point. A little bit caught whiffing though right there.
Punish, counter, Sobot kick into crouching medium punch link, but the jump is there. Daigo keeping it classy, reacting to the fireball at that range and using, of course, the very, very dangerous hitbox on that jump fears.
That jump fears is definitely one of the god buttons of the game.
4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse.
There you go. That's what it is. Yeah, the 4 Horsemen buttons. Oh, the OD flashing again, though, dude. He's been pretty on point with those. I haven't seen too many baited out successfully from Daigo just yet. Trying to keep him locked in this corner, though. You don't want to give Guile space to work with. Oh, so close to getting that crouch medium kick, but got cut off by the boom.
Man, you can tell this is such a troublesome matchup for Daigo. He's playing so patient. Hits him with the stopping bomb. I love that line. I'm telling you, man, NuckleDu bringing it back with the big counter. He's going to spend it already because of the burnout factor. NuckleDu can pretty much hang out 3/4 of the screen, chuck as many booms as he wants, but will he actually pursue offense up close? No, it's going to be the boom play.
He's like, I'll rely on this chip. I love him not, being too overzealous with the booms though, right? He's already gotten jumped in on, so he's trying to pick his spots carefully here. Oh,
I like the idea.
Yes, smart.
Just a little bit too late.
Yeah, we're talking about Daigo's idea, right? Of running, trying to get that DP going for the projectile invincibility, but just beat to the punch by the Sonic Boom right there. NuckleDu now up 2-1, and ever closer to a $20,000 increase in that reward.
Oh. Too far to get the link. I wonder how that exchange even caused that to occur. What happened prior? Oh.
Bazooka knee now off the drive rush. Look at this. I love the pace that NuckleDu is playing at now. He's switching the tempo up, but just as I say that, you're in Daigo's land. Hits him with the counter, hit on the drive rush, damn fierce. Now you're in a corner. What's you gonna do?
A lot of fierce, a lot of chomp.
Oh, he caught him with a 2-piece, right? That is one of the best times to utilize the drive impact when you think your opponent's go good with the light into a special like that, because it's not going to be light drive impact that you can't cancel the special into a drive impact. So good stuff from Daigo right there.
Yeah. Really good call out there just with the 2-piece overall. This is going to be massive. Oh! No, that could have been massive damage to the drive gauge.
Yeah, that's exactly what Daigo was looking for, right? Attacking that drive bar on NuckleDu's side. He at least still has the corner. Oh man, it's getting close.
What a response to the drive rush. OD Shoryuken to just halt NuckleDu and keep him in this corner. The sweep is there. Watch out for the throw. You knew it.
All right, yes indeed. Daigo put himself on the board. You know he will never go quietly into the night, baby. That is the beast. That is what many consider the greatest fighting game player of all time. So he has already put one on the board, looking to get ever closer to advancing in the bracket.
Man, you don't want to mess with Sleepy Daigo because when he's fully awakened, you're asking for a whole different beast. He got to absorb 2 Sonic Booms on the way over. The corner carry, Dragon Dash to bring it back over. He hits you with the crossover.
The stylisticness from Daigo right now. Yeah, the media parries as well. He's been so on point with those on the booms, but gets caught maybe trying to walk back out of range. Dude just harassing with the lows right now. Oh, getting a little bit too low happy. Waking up with the buttons. Dude is really switching it up right now.
Jeez. The footwork and the footsies coming in. Yo, NuckleDu actually, could he have just maybe mistimed it? I thought that was a punish counter.
Yeah, the Jinrai, right, he just let the first one rock. I'm going to double check the frame data on that.
Interesting.
On the Guile flash kick as well as the Jinrai. I imagine he was at least trying to interrupt the follow-up, but good stuff from Daigo holstering that one. Oh, the flash kick again. Very nicely done. Again, putting out the Sonic Cross here.
Huh. It is 6 frames on OD flash kick, by the way. I could have sworn that there was enough of a gap for you to punish.
Yeah, if it's 6 frames on the flash kick, it's -7 on the medium Jinrai, -11 on the light Jinrai, so I guess just a little bit late on the trigger from NuckleDu.
Okay, still with the reactions is NuckleDu. He's gonna get level 3, he's not gonna spend it just yet, right? It wasn't gonna cause the burnout against Daigo. He wants to save as many resources going into the next round. Jump happy Daigo. All right, he's trying to test NuckleDu whether or not he's going to go for the throw. I appreciate that. You got to test it every so often.
Indeed. And that might have been heavy Jinrai. It didn't look like it to me, but in the midst of all this action, yeah, so that could be -2, of course, which is definitely safe. And NuckleDu getting the anti-air right there as Daigo tries to hop over the Sonic Boom.
I mean, if Chad had their eyes on it, somebody had claimed it was heavy kick Jinrai, but I'll tell you what, man, we got to look at that replay eventually because that was pretty crucial. But looking at it right now, not as critical as we thought as NuckleDu's regaining that composure. Yes, sir. Level 3, gotta spend it, not just to get the significant life lead, but also get some of that drive gauge back yourself.
Absolutely, that's what NuckleDu's trying to do. Put himself in perfect position to get the dub going. Oh, I love the perfect parries on both sides here. Even Du trying to risk a jump in over these projectiles. Now, Daigo tried to sweep after that. Maybe trying to catch the extended herb box on Guile's boom, but not gonna happen. Oh, and finally calls out the soul bomb perfectly. We saw that before, but Du was able to recover and get a DI of his own. Daigo perfectly times it this time.
We got the burnout now. Daigo, what is your plan? Drive us forward?
Yeah, put that pressure on him. NuckleDu had no meter. He just had to hold that. And I love it from Daigo as well. Not going immediately into drive rush stand fierce into drive impact because that locks you in. It won't actually give you the wall splat.
Ooh.
Oh, that's big. It comes up short. We're going to a final game here.
This is it right here. The $20,000 glorified money match between these two individuals. The tension is so high. There's been so much back and forth. It's hard to tell how it's going to play out. Daigo getting clipped mid-air. NuckleDu absolutely ready for the anti-air. Now it's Daigo still trying to drive rush on through, but still NuckleDu holding his ground.
Doing a great job putting up the wall, right? That is the staple of the Guile gameplay. Oh!
I like that. I like that a lot. Yo, NuckleDu pulling out the tricks to avoid getting severely punished. He should have got severely punished, but Daigo was expecting just the regular sweep.
Exactly. He thought the second hit would come out low like that. Really threw him off guard. Oh, great punish counter combo from NuckleDu right there. Nah, no free drive impacts here. It will burn Daigo out, but nonetheless, no, he drops it.
Impressive frame kill, sir. We'll give him that.
Beast tings, bro. Oh, and then the anti-air as well. NuckleDu not looking too healthy on the drive meter either. Tries to risk the drive impact that you can see dwindles down a little bit. Oh, and he risks the last bit of it with a drive rush. Again, putting Daigo back against the wall in terms of health, but he's got the drive meter advantage now. NuckleDu, he's got 2 bars. He can pop off if Daigo tries to drive impact him in the corner here. Oh, and he does. Instead, jumps over. He couldn't get the clean punish, though, for the kill.
Oh, the hurricane to the clip. Oh, yeah, clip right through it. That's NuckleDu, so wise beyond his years from that range, punishing the fireball from Daigo.
I love the super as well, the projectile priority system in this game. Even if Daigo used an OD fireball right there, it still would have lost to the super.
Oh. No uppercut.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, just a little delayed here. I think you see NuckleDu deleting the projectile from Ken with the OD fireball.
Word?
What time?
That was sick.
Son.
The Umehara has awakened? Is this a sign?
The beast for real. You see he's trying to sneak in these runs. I love NuckleDu again, switching the tempo here, trying to close that distance, get in his face a bit.
Oh, tech, the throw. Sorry, the jump is there. NuckleDu setting up shop with the boom jet again. Moving on in there, a little delay on the throw. Daigo still with the tech.
It's getting tense now. Oh, beautiful stuff right there, Du. Catching on to the drive impact tendencies of Daigo, making him pay severely, making him pay for $20,000. NuckleDu gonna be moving on in the bracket.
Just like that, boots right to the bottom of the chin. It's NuckleDu taking down the legend and making a page in the legacy of Street Fighter off of that alone. And to be fair, I mean, he's a Capcom Cup champion, so he's already had multiple pages, but he's rewriting history, essentially.
Exactly. Du is a force to be reckoned with. Proved it right here against one of the greatest of all time. And you got to know, he is one of the greatest of all time as well. Let's go to our interview with our lovely host.
NuckleDu, dang, please make some noise for that performance. Oh my God. NuckleDu. You got 2 kids at home. You got a whole family at home. What you doing giving them a heart attack like that? What happened?
Man, I thought I had it. It was up 2-0, and he just quietly came back, and it was 2-2. And I'm like, man, like, what's going on? But I really just focused on my breathing, man. Like, I'm so nervous. Like, I just don't want to go home to my kids, be like, "Ah, you lost." You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of extra pressure, but I'm glad I'm able to control my nerves.
يا سيريسلي يو بولد ات اوف. اعزائي المشاهدين سالنا ناكل ان كيف كانت المباراه بالنسبه له لانه من جد كان متقدم فيها بعدين رجع مره ثانيه دايجو فيه كم باك خرافي فقام قال بكل صراحه يعني هو استغرب حتى يعني كان بالبدايه كان مسيطر على الوضع لكن بهدوء دايجو رجع له واربكه ويقول الحين هو برضه متوتر وما هو مصدق ولا يبغى ينهزم بهالسرعه اساس ما يبغى يروح لاهله ويعني عياله حتى برضه يقولون له ترى كنت خسرت فما يبغى يعني يحبطهم.
You know, you actually had taught me that lesson when we were on the same team we were on Team Guile. The whole breathing lesson and everything. It ain't work. I got the microphone. But you know, also in that matchup, going up against Ken. I don't know exactly who your Ken training partner is exactly, but how do you feel about Guile versus Ken as a matchup?
I think Guile slightly wins, but I studied Higuchi versus Daigo. They played a lot, and shout out to Chris T. I play him a lot as well, so that's probably my most prepared matchup for this whole entire tournament is Ken. So, you know.
سالنا ناكل انه كيف كان الماتش اب بالنسبه له قال ما هو خصم او بالاصح كيف تقدر تدرب برضه عليه قال انه هو يعني عنده بعض الاصحاب اللي يعني ساعدوه في اللعب هذه الشخصيه في نفس الوقت انه قال بشكل عام هو متفوق في الماتش اب بشكل عام فقدرنا يعني بعد التدريبات هذه كلها قدر يحقق النصر.
So Ringe brought this up on commentary. I don't know if you're aware of this, but that was actually a $20,000 money match. So when you're playing these matches, are you actually aware of the bread, like while you're playing, or you don't think about it at all?
Nah, I just know there's a ridiculous amount of money, regardless of where you play. So I didn't know it was $20K on the line. I'm glad I didn't, because that probably would have added more pressure. But hey, I'm glad I secured it.
سألناه أن هل كنت تعرف أن فوزك في المباراة أضاف لك $20,000 زيادة؟ قال بكل صراحة لا ما كان يدري ولا يبغى يعرف لأنه ما يبغى يحط عليه ضغط أكثر ويقول الحمد لله أنه ما كان يعرف على هذه المعلومة.
Do you want to know how much is on the line for the next one?
No. I'm good.
بالضبط فسألناه قال طيب تبغى تعرف مباراتك الجاية كم يكون عليها فلوس؟ قال أكيد لا ما يبغى يعرف ففعلا مباراتها كانت حلوة.
Ladies and gentlemen, NuckleDu representing Shopify, one of the best players in American history and, of course, in the history of Street Fighter as a whole. You are seeing how ridiculous that Guile is. 20 grand on the line against Daigo the Beast himself here in Saudi Arabia at Gamers8. Are we looking at the Gamers8 champion? We are going to find out throughout the course of this tournament. NuckleDu, congratulations again, bro. And let's go ahead to our highlights, and we'll be right back with our next match.
أعزائنا المشاهدين بعد ما خلصنا مباراتنا الحين خلينا نروح لكم نشوف بعض اللقطات نرجع لكم في المباراة اللي بعدها.